This is your full moon reading for Saturday the 21st of May 2016 at 2100 hours. The full moon is 0 degrees in Sagittarius in house 12, so it is a Sagittarian full moon. Because the moon controls the tides, cycles in general, emotions, the past, heritage, and is the feminine power, that of receptivity, all these things become prevalent when they're in Pisces, which is a water house ruled by Neptune. The 12th house is the closing of the human cycle, the collective of all experience. In the case of the human cycle completion, it is a reflection of all the successes achieved or their failures non-achieved through the cycle. It is a house that also holds karma. For those who believe in reincarnation, things brought over from past lives. If you have a preponderance of planets in this house, in your astrological chart, then service to mankind is to the fore. This obviously can take many forms, but basically the concerns towards others in application of mind, body and spirit is what we are talking about here. Because of Neptune, we have a planet of nebulousness, no boundaries, no borders, no defining lines, no definitions, an appreciation to things non-tangible, the capacity to receive impressions. This is doubled by the moon being in this house, which is the feminine in its receptiveness. The moon also rules the uncharted depths of the mind. This makes it even more searching, where being in the 12th house, our dark secrets are housed. In the darker aspects of this placement, it can mean loneliness, isolation and sorrow. Because Sagittarius is in house position of 12, we also have exploration of the mind, unfettered, in seeking higher spiritual learning. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so we also have Jupiterian influence, expansion, higher learnings, long distance travel, travel by land, whereas Pisces, ruled by Neptune, is travel by sea. So both are possible. The moon in the 12th house can also indicate psychic gifts, as mentioned earlier, a non-tangibility within this house. Sagittarius in the house of Pisces, they are both mutable signs, meaning ready to transform, to make the transition from the initiatory cardinal signs, in this case from Capricorn, which is the 10th house of career, as I mentioned. The final quadrant in the zodiac wheel is the culmination collective from all the other three. Self, development, interactions, and is the collective result from career, how others see you, your outward projection, your achievements in the workplace, your position and standing in life. It is the ending of the 12th house cycle, ready for the rebirth, so to speak. So a lot of reflection, inner contemplation, spiritual journeys of the mind, examining the darker side, facing the difficulties with a shining light, keeping darkness away, because the full moon shines a light and brings to a head, a weeding out if you like, toiling the land, ready to plant new seed. And now for the reading. This is a longer read than my normal weekly forecast because full moons are very important and hold a great deal of significance, especially in, what do I put here? In bringing to a culmination desires, plans, motivations from the new moon. Can't again read my own writing. Now straight away I see the biggest hitting tarot card that there is, and this is the Tarot Major of the Fool. Every other major tarot card is contained in this one. It is the card of man himself. Because he is at the future, I am going to come back to him. The first card, Three of Swords, ruled by Saturn in Libra. This card can apply in particular to people born October the 3rd to October the 12th. So Librans within that time, this could be a particular depthy read for you. There is separation from your desires, your wishes, hopes and dreams. A sense of laughter is the magic to release the intensity of this card. What I mean is not flippant, a kind of laughter, but to approach a situation with eventual success as the outcome, to be borne in mind. Nothing lasts forever. Good times come and go, bad times come and go. We are all in the same sea together and experience similar things in our own ways, in our own lives. The card of Nine of Cups is very much of self, what I am, what I have got, what I can do, what I have achieved, what I desire, what I must have, what a satisfaction I have within myself. It is a card of personal indulgences. Now it could mean a selfish aspect causing a feeling of I'm not getting what I want, need or desire in this current situation, relationship. I'm saying current for two reasons. For the first is the full moon brings things to a climax, a realization, an examination, a separating of the chaff from the wheat, casting off old clothes, maybe friendships, broadening your horizons, looking for higher ideals. This is with Sagittarius featured in this full moon read. The opportunity to strike out. Now the Fool is a card of expect the unexpected. It is the going for an early morning walk to get the newspaper, and a complete stranger passes the time of day with you, says a few words, but in it something very profound may be said. And whilst you may never see them again, that can change your life and your path from that very moment. This is the power of the Fool. So expect the unexpected. The overall theme, or in this case a particular influence, rather, I would feel, the Princess of Pentacles. This is a card of doing things in a small way, a personal business enterprise, private studies, and is always an initiatory process to the practical. The Oracle card, which I will now place, is to do with preparedness, taking limited risks. By taking on a responsibility, getting ready to accept your lot, come what may. Do not take unnecessary risks. Keep it sensible, keep it practical. If I again look at the spread, the card of the Three of Swords is Fey with the Fool. And because of its close proximity to the Three of Swords, separation of some kind will take place and the unexpected will come about. The desire to separate comes across here also for different pastures. The Three of Swords is in Libra, which is close personal relationships, interaction on a deeply private personal level. It could also be separation from a business partner that is a spouse, or a separation from that business relationship that is close to you on a personal level. Saturn exalts in Libra, meaning it is expressed there fully. The sense of justice which Libra brings to the table, with Saturn, justice maker. Saturn is the reality teacher and the taskmaster there to raise your game. In summing up, there is a separation of something, relationships, business, could be a lack of fairness or a lack of justice because it's in Libra, causing you to follow your own needs, desires, wishes, fulfillments by the willingness to branch out, to try new things, to be different, feeling more adventurous. striking out. Where personal studies or private applications are concerned, small business do not take, as I mentioned before, silly risks, calculated nonsense. By this I mean absurdity in any moves, especially on a small practical business level. Fickleness, non-awareness. By following what you want to do, unexpected things, the fool, will happen. Go with the flow, expect the unexpected, experience it all. This has been John. Thank you for listening.